Is your cat quite the sneaky one? Perhaps even sneakier than your children? Does it seem like your pet is always up to no good or on the verge of being just a bit too curious for your personal liking? In this material, we'll talk about natural sneakiness and if felines are deliberately sneaky, always plotting and scheming, or if sneaking around is not a glitch in the program, but rather a built in feature. Your sneaky cat, he or she, well, they're probably hiding somewhere right now watching this video. You just never know. Interesting topic, and I've got you covered. Stay tuned. When it comes to being sneaky, felines are the professionals. Natural sneakiness, naturally sneaky, due to those natural instincts. In the feline world, survival of the fittest is the name of the game, and looking out for number one in the big picture, that's all that truly matters to a cat. Felines, well, they basically spend their entire lives attempting to place themselves in the best position each and every day to be safe, to be secure, and to have all essential needs met, doing whatever they can to make it. It's at the very core of feline existence. And while that could seem just a bit harsh, it's always important to remember that cats are both predators and prey. This is why, from an extremely early age, cats not only learn how to stalk, hunt, and capture, but they learn how to be stealthy, how to move in silence, how to sneak away for protection, and how to sneak up on a potential target. Being able to be sneaky in every possible way, it's how cats survive in the wild. Making your presence known, too known, can end with some bad results. And while domestic cats, your loving house cats, hopefully no real threats do exist, but those instincts are just right there below the surface. And even a cat, a feline that has never stepped foot in the great outdoors a single moment, a single day, they are indeed equipped with those survival skills and the ability to sneak around. It's right there. In order of video production, I just recently uploaded a video about why cats run and hide while playing or during play. In that presentation, I spoke about basic instincts and a cat's desire to stalk, hunt, and indeed capture. When it comes to natural sneakiness, it's all under the same umbrella. And whether we're talking about those serious times or pleasure and play, cats will often resort to the basics for both. They'll go back to their roots. The same tactics used to stalk your leg while hiding behind a door are the same tactics that a cat would use in the wild to make that sneak attack on, let's say, a mouse. Now, let's talk about being sneaky. Let's talk about it in terms of our world, shall we? I guess for most of us, when speaking about another person, it's fair to assume that sneaky is one way of branding someone as manipulative. He's a sneaky person. She is sneaking around behind your back. It's certainly a negative. More times than not, in our world, well, many times, being sneaky isn't on a whim, it's planned, it's plotted. Someone has an agenda. When it comes to felines, things are far less complex. Because while everything a cat does, it serves a purpose. Cats aren't big on scheming and planning and plotting, being deceptive in nature. There's a big difference between moving in stealth mode compared to a kid sneaking around and stealing some cookies in the kitchen. Here again, being naturally sneaky really all comes back to the core of survival of the fittest. Doing what needs to be done in order to be successful. A cat, they're always looking to place themselves in the right spot. They're always looking for the best outcome. Only when threatened and cornered, perhaps literally, in some cases, physically threatened, will a cat throw caution to the wind and behave out of sorts. For the most part, cats are consistently looking for ways to have the good life while avoiding the bad. Being sneaky, it's a grand quality for that type of lifestyle. Being sneaky, well, it also plays on a cat's natural curiosity. How to be cautiously curious. Curious while still maintaining that safe mode. Have you ever seen a cat sort of test things out a bit? Come upon something they don't know, smell it, give it a look, a stare, and even slap at it and then sort of pull back and retract? Curiosity while engaging in caution. I've seen cats have standoffs with cardboard boxes. It doesn't even have to be something alive, anything different. Cats will play the sneak game in an effort to gain information while also keeping a safe distance. Before I close things out, I'd also like to talk about aggression. Why? Well, I'm sure some of you are saying, you said that cats don't plot and scheme. They don't have agendas. They don't do a lot of advanced planning. This is true, but that doesn't mean that every cat is calm. Some felines are always on edge, and their way of handling life is to seemingly live in attack mode. I think it's fair to say that we've all seen cats, at least one cat, that seem determined to fight, determined to always be in the mix. Cats that are aggressive in this fashion aren't sneaky in terms of scheming. They just learned, likely from several unfortunate negative associations, that the best posture is to live on the defensive. Live on the land, or life on the land, life in a rough home, a life without love. Cats, just like people, can become the product of their own environment. And felines that have lived on the rough edge, they will certainly develop a bit of a rough edge. Cats like this sadly trust. It's the first thing to go, if it was ever there to truly begin with. When a cat is afraid to trust, then most everyone and everything becomes the enemy. These cats are not sneaky as much as they are driven by fear. And felines that are driven by fear live in the negative. When a cat feels what amounts to perpetually threatened, they learn to exist on instincts alone, and this can be dangerous, not only for the cat, but for those attempting to provide love and care. But to end things on a positive note, a happy note, engaging with your cat to bring out their natural instincts can be a lot of fun. If your pet trusts you, they'll love to play the sneaky role as a means of play and positive engagement. Whenever your cat starts to play a bit of hide and seek, why don't you join in on the fun and you go hide yourself? See how your cat reacts. It could be quite humorous. Make your cat do the searching. Of course, once you do appear in front of them, don't be surprised if your cat takes about 5 laps through your home. I think it's in the feline job description. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, does your cat love to sneak around, creep around? Does your pet just love to hide? Is your cat so naturally sneaky that seemingly you have a new story for each and every day? That comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, this sneaky content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.